welcome back to The Legend of Heroes Trails Through Daybreak, where last time we basically finished exploring the Tyrol district, and there's a quest here with this guy, Jess. Hello, you're Jess, aren't you? Hey, haven't I seen you guys before? We've met before, yes? It's good to see you. You're with Arkwright Solutions. You put out a request asking for our help, yeah? That's what we're here to talk about. Care to fill us in on what's going on? Wow, you really came after all. I mean, not that I doubted you guys or anything, but still. Anyway, you guys should probably sit down. It's going to take me a while to explain everything. So, to give you guys a brief introduction. As you know, my name is Jess. I'm a singer and songwriter, if I can even really call myself that. I just started doing all that pretty recently, so it's not like I'm famous or anything close to that. Well, I thought your music was really great when I heard it earlier. You should be proud of it. Was it really? I wish I could have heard it. Thanks, you girls are too kind. Now that I think about it, I feel like I've been seeing you guys more and more around in my neighborhood. That's probably because our office is located in Old Town. Oh, no kidding? That's where a few of us live. That's neat. Who else do you live with? I live with some friends I've known since we were kids. We all came up to Edith from the countryside and decided to room together. One of them is this guy named Raymond. He works at a flower shop. The other is Raymond's older sister Carol. She works at a boutique. Gotcha, good to know. And just to be clear, I promise not to go around talking to people about you guys or anything. This isn't exactly the sort of request I want Raymond and Carol to know about anyway, so it's really for the best. You wrote that you want us to remove your information from somebody's notebook. Could you go into a little more detail? Sure, but before I do, I need to ask. Have you guys ever heard of a guy named Giacomo before? Did you say Giacomo? You could say we know him, for better or worse. Oh great, that saves me the trouble of having to explain who he is. Basically, the notebook I wrote about is the one he keeps full of material to blackmail people. Yikes, I knew that notebook wasn't good news based on the title of your request. But that sounds super bad. Can't say I'm surprised he'd have such a thing, but it doesn't put him in any better of a light, that's for damn sure. How do you find out you were in his little black book? Well, once I started to make a name for myself doing music stuff, he ambushed me outside the concert hall one day. What he said really freaked me out. He told me that he knew my secret, and if I didn't want it getting out to the wrong guy, I'd have to help him with his work. I haven't seen Giacomo at all since then, but I want that information scrubbed out of his notebook before he has a chance to do anything with it. That's despicable. It's one thing to play dirty in the battlefield, but threatening a private citizen is just low. Wait, hold on a second. Weren't you talking about Giacomo just the other day? Yeah, and for a reason our client here might like to know. Giacomo's dead. I can't go into the specific circumstance of what happened with someone like you, but I figured it's worth clearing up that much. Are you serious? I had no idea. Now I'm worried. If he's dead, what could have happened to the notebook? Ordinarily, something like that would be in the custody of the police. But this is Giacomo we're talking about. He wouldn't let one of the tools of his trade fall into the hands of the police so easily. I bet he kept it hidden. Or it's about 50-50 as to whether the cops managed to uncover it or not. It's probably in our best interest to figure out where he stashed it or what's become of it. Sure, that makes sense to me. Even the police might have it in their possession. I'd appreciate you guys going out and checking just to make sure. What do you say then? Are we gonna help him? Sure. Don't worry, we'll take the case. Our first stop should probably be Giacomo's two hideouts that we visited before. We should sift through them and see what we find. I'm sure the guy had other spots where he was alive, but with any luck something will turn up and we don't have to go through any more trouble. That makes sense. We already know where the two hideouts are, so we might as well investigate them. Sounds good to me. I can't wait to see you guys do your thing. I'm sure gonna learn a lot about being a Spriggan. Once we come to some sort of conclusion, we'll be sure to contact you with whatever news we have. Until then, sit tight. We got you covered. Perfect. Thank you so much for doing this. You don't know how much I appreciate it.
Time to start working.
Blacking out blackmail. Okay, but we wanted to go to the Orbital Cafe first, I think, for the other quest. Someone's watching us?
Is that?
What's up? Oh, it's Agnes. She must be working today. Those two must be the ones she told me about, but she didn't mention that the guy's a total cutie. Oh, I wish I had a fun part-time job like her.
Agnes has a job? Why is this the first time I'm hearing of it?
Besties tell each other everything, you know. What, you jealous?
I'm just concerned about my friend, that's all. So, what kind of job is it?
I think she said they investigate stuff for people, and apparently they're helping her look for something while they work. That's all I know, honest.
That's so vague. Are you sure it's not shady?
Oh, it's shady.
I assure you, there's nothing to worry about. There you are.
How can you be so certain? Do you know something we don't?
You could say that. She came to me about working, and because she performs her duties so admirably, I told her she's free to do what she wants on her days off. But enough about that. Let's finish our business and return to school. I bought some excellent tea for you both to try. Nice! We've got to grab some scones to go with them.
Hold on! You didn't explain anything!
I'm pretty sure Wen was the one who introduced, who gave Agnes the address to seek out Van. Anyway, topic.
Let me ask you something.
Hey, you mind if you ask some questions? It's about the woman in this photo. We received a request from a young man asking us to look for his estranged sister, Jessica. We talked to Lucia about it. She directed us here. Do you happen to know where she might be living at the moment, or how we could get in contact with her? Her brother, did he give you this photo? Do you know anything at all? Please tell us. It would be a big help. I'd love to help you, but unfortunately I don't know where she moved to. I'm really sorry. I wish I could have been of help. Oh, seriously? I don't think he's being completely honest with us. He might know something else about Jessica that he's not telling us. Let's start from the bottom. I'm a Spriggan, not with police or the guild, and I don't do things that way either. We're pretty flexible, really. So if you're worried about her, why don't you tell us what's going on? It'll probably be easier in the long run. So, you know then? I ain't got hard proof, but I got an idea. What's going on? I feel like I'm missing something. I'm not completely sure, but I think I know what Van's getting at. If he's right, then we can't just keep ignoring this. I know you have your reasons for what you're doing, but if you don't tell us what's going on, then we can't help Jessica. Would you be willing to trust us? That's a good point. Fine, I trust you. But I don't really have a right to talk about it. I think it's better you hear it from the horse's mouth. What do you mean? I'll get in touch with Jessica and see if I can get you guys to meet up. You know what you're doing, so I leave the rest to you. Cool, no props. Ethan got in contact with Jessica through his Orbital terminal, arranging for her to meet the team at the cafe. Lucky you, sounds like she's in the area. How about you take a seat and wait for her over there? I'll bring out some drinks. Thanks. Much appreciated. Didn't Jonas say we shouldn't talk to her? Is it really alright for us to meet her without reporting back to him? Plans don't always pan out in this line of work, and I ain't following his plan if his job turns out to go against my principles. Is this really what Spriggans are like? Okay, wait for Jessica. The three of them sat down to wait. A woman arrived before long. It's nice to meet you. My name is Jessica. I take you from Arkwright Solutions. I heard about it from Elon. That's right, thanks for coming. Our client gave us a photo of you, and we used that to find you. I want to go over a few things with you, but let's start with your family. We've met a man who claims to be your brother. He told us a fair bit about you. Does any of it ring a bell? Van told Jessica everything that Jonas has told them. I've never heard anything like that at all. I guess my parents could have hidden it from me this whole time. Should it be true? I would understand if I did, considering how delicate the matter it is. Okay, next question. You ever got a problem with someone taking photos of you without your consent? How did you know? Yes, I have. They've even sent the photographs they've taken of me directly to my house. Is that why you chose to move away without telling anyone about where? Pretty much. I actually started feeling like I was being followed about a month ago. The feeling just kept getting worse and worse over time. I was proven right once I started receiving photos and letters to my home address. That was why I asked my boss to help me make my move discreet. I didn't feel safe going to the police or guild either, for fear that it would anger him and make it all worse. Wait a second. The man who claimed to be your brother and gave us this job to begin with is probably the stalker she's trying to shake this whole time. Dude was probably just bullshitting us right from the start, so we'd do his stalking job for him. What? You mentioned you have a photograph of me with you, didn't you? Could I see it? Yeah, it's not a problem. No. How, he's still trying to find me? I thought it'd be over after I moved. It's alright, Jessica. Please try and stay calm. Sorry for upsetting you like that. Still, I guess this confirms our suspicions. Our client here ain't Jessica's brother. He's the stalker who's been making our life miserable lately. I can't believe it. I didn't even realize he was lying. We're on your side here, Jessica. Please don't worry about that. I got an idea here. Why don't you hire me so we can turn the tables on this asshole? What do you mean? I must say, you do excellent work, Spriggan. You're really quick. I was expecting results, but not this quickly. Now let's cut to the chase. Where's my sister? Yeah, about that. Just wanna ask something before I give you a report. I cut to the chase. You've been stalking Jessica, right? Oh my, really? This is all just a misunderstanding. I know I look suspicious snooping around and asking for a woman's place of residence like this. But I can assure you that I found that photograph among my father's possessions. Do you think I just found a picture of some random woman there? I wouldn't quite call myself a stalker for wanting to find the woman in the photograph. No, you're not related to Jessica. We spoke with Jessica directly on top of verifying her family records with City Hall. We also found out that Jessica moved recently because she was being stalked. Dug up quite a lot of dirt on you too, buddy. This ain't your first rodeo. You were stalking another woman in a different district, yeah? Got arrested for it too, but I didn't have enough evidence to throw you in the slammer. I made it clear you weren't to approach her. Why did you have to get involved, huh? And what do you care if I'm a stalker or not? You're a Spriggan, isn't that what you do? Take jobs for people like me? That's not... I apologize for lying to you, really. It just felt like it would make things easier for the both of us if I did. To be clear, I don't plan on harming Jessica at all. Not even after I find out her address. Things went poorly with the last round, but I am Jessica's family. Or rather, I will be. I'm destined to become her family. I'm eagerly looking forward to doting on my dear, dear little sister. This guy is being really creepy. I'll ask again. Will you tell me Jessica's address? You can name your price. Van? Well, on behalf of Arkwright Solutions, the answer is no. Any sweets will taste sour if I buy them with your damn money. Don't joke with me. Worthless, but fine. I thought something like this might happen. Let me handle this. Let go, damn you, brat! I finally got to do something. You can keep resisting, but I won't let go of you. She moved so fast I couldn't even see her. Great job, Fairy. Thanks. So what now? Do we beat some sense into him? I know what I said earlier, but let's not. No need to get our hands dirty here. What should we do here, though? We got enough evidence to throw him to the police and let them sort it out. But on the other hand, I've also got plenty of dirt on him. Could use it to scare him into never trying anything like this again. I would say hand him to the police. I'll take it easy and make him the police's problem. Dude's a real piece of work, but even a hardcore stalker like him can earn a good lesson spent in the slammer. Fairy, keep him down. I'm gonna report him to the police. Affirmative. Again, I got solid evidence to your stalking. Ran a background check on you too. You work for a real big name company, yeah? Wonder what they'll think when this goes public. Guess that's for me to wonder and for you to find out. Stop pretending you're the good guy. You're also a man of the underworld. Don't you steal Jessica from me. I love you, Jessica! So Jonas, the original client, was taken away by the police under suspicion of stalking. Are you okay, Jessica? You look pale. Yes, I'm fine. Besides, I was one who wanted to listen in on everything. Again, thank you so much, everyone. I feel like I can finally go back to feeling safe in my day-to-day life again. Hope you can take another trip to that favorite cafe of yours. You'll be heading to the police to provide testimony after this, correct? I'm sorry if it caused more trouble for you this way. Please take care of yourself. Alright, I'll make sure to forward your fee later. Thanks again, you all, for everything. Man, that one sure was a pain. I'm feeling all stiff, but I know your lolly leaf might fix me right back up. I suppose we could make a quick stop after this. What a strange experience. Dumping your client that way is unthinkable for a Jäger. But knowing he's been dealt with makes me feel so much better. I still have a lot to learn about how a Spriggan works. Feel free to take notes if you gotta. I agree with the sentiment. I've learned so much myself already. Alright everyone, let's keep it up and finish up all of our other tasks.
Mission accomplished! Great job, you guys! Mira deposit confirmed.
Big law and some grey. Okay. This was one of the hiding places. Enter the underground maintenance tunnel? Yeah. Riverside, midway point. I heard something from the room ahead of us. There's people inside? Several people. Maybe it's a martyr? I hope not. Nah, I doubt it. Probably just exactly who we want to see here. Let's head in. Hello there, officers. Are we liking this spot? You come here often? Hope you found what you're looking for. I should be asking you that question. What's a punk like you doing in here? And you brought a child along this time? There's a police investigation underway here. Civilians are not allowed on the premises. Ah, come on, don't be like that. I just stopped by on a job. Guess you guys are looking for something too, huh? If you already know, then why are you asking? It's not like I tell you anything else either. Why don't you just go ahead and tell me what kind of job you're taking that's brought you back here of all places? This doesn't have to be a questioning though. I don't mind taking you along to the station for an interview. Voluntarily, of course. Hey, whoa, hold up there. I ain't trying to pick a fight. We got our own business around here. What do you say I scratch your back and help you look for whatever it is you're trying to find? Who knows, maybe an outsider's perspective will help things along better than you could, Inspector. And of course, we'll tell you about anything we find. No secrets here. I know we're asking for a lot, but please consider making an exception this time. Of course, we won't get in your way, Inspector. I can even go out and clean up the waterway monsters so things are a little safer here. As in, you're going to fight them? Damn it, kid. Let me handle this one. Anyway, please. You can trust me a little on this one. If supervision would make you feel better, you can always have someone watch us. You're shameless. Thinking you can come in and just ask for me to trust you just like that. And yet the CID trusts you, if ever so slightly. I'd quite like to find out just what about you is worthy of that trust, assuming there's anything at all. Can we go in then? Yes, but if you so much as twitch in a suspicious way, I have cuffs on you before you even notice. Let us know if you find anything. Thank you so much, Inspector. Okay, excuse us, man. Oh my, there's a code in the carpet. It has this funky pattern to it. That's an idea. It would be cool if it's true. One issue we don't really have is a way of knowing unless we get a clue about it. The container is damaged, but it doesn't look like it's a clue. I was wondering if it maybe all these scrapes meant something. I get the thought process, but they look just like normal wear and tear to me. Let's keep checking around. It's a flyer for the taco stand. Come to think of it, we met Giacomo right in front of the taco stand. You mentioned he was a regular there, usually on Wednesday. Tacos, I could go for a taco right now. I wonder what I should get. The menu's on the back of a flyer, yeah? Ferry Tac for taco stand flyer. I cut it off. It's stuck to the wall and all I can lift is this corner. Oh wait, hold on. Look, there's something written in the corner here. Is this a code of some sort? You're right. Good one there, Farida. Let me take a look. Number... yeah. It's written in tiny letters on the back of a flyer. I have no idea what this means. Yep, no clue either. This one's not gonna be an easy one to decipher. We're gonna need a key to decipher the code in the first place. Man, a taco flyer is a whack place to put a code on. Dude must have been real hardcore about his tacos to come up with something like this. He did go every week. Yeah. Isn't it nice to see we having so much fun in our crime scene? Did you find anything? I remind you that tampering with evidence is a crime punishable by law, but you might just look nice behind bars in a prison suit. Hey, cool it there, we were just about to show you. Take a look to yourself. Giacomo left some sort of code in here. I do see that something's written, but are you sure it's a code? Sure? No. Not under the coded anyway. Alright, guess you're not just talk then. Hate to say it, but you did help in our investigation. Nice. I'll get to earn a favor from the cops when that's a win in my book. Found what I was looking for, so we'll be leaving now. Hold up, don't think you can play me for a fool there. I got an idea as to what you're after. Let me ask you this. What will you do with it once you find it? Got no idea what you're talking about, Inspector. Don't play coy with me. We're all well aware Giacomo had a thing to collect information for blackmailing purposes. We have so far been unable to locate that information. It wasn't with any of his possessions. It's a safe assumption on our part that he might also have such info hidden somewhere in the city. That code might very well lead us to at least part of the information once solved. I know what you're on about, so let's not play any games here, Spriggan. Sorry, I can't go tattling on a client. I got a job to do here and my own rules to stick by as a Spriggan. I have to put my client's wishes first and foremost. Whether it's in the best interest of the police or not, that's not really any of my business. Alright, but I keep an eye on you, and make sure you don't use Giacomo's secrets for anything problematic. You do, and I'd be more than happy to be the one to throw you behind bars. I think there's as much justification as I need. Regardless, thank you for your assistance, Arkwright Solutions. I'll pray to the goddess that you continue being this cooperative with the police in the future. Yeah. Sorry for bothering you, and thanks. Thank you for your assistance too, Inspector. Okay, still not sure this code's gonna take us to wherever this blackmail book is, but we gotta keep at it. Nothing else really caught my eye in his hideout. I don't think we're gonna find anything else, even if we keep looking. Worst comes to worst, we can still check his other hideout, but it'll be real swear we could figure things out here. We need a key to solve this, don't we? I didn't see any more hints, I don't know what to do. Maybe I'm missing something, like in his hideout or something? There was a sofa, a liquor bottle, several containers, and there was a taco stand flyer where Ferry found the code. The taco stand flyer might be a lead worth looking into. He was real fond of a taco joint. Hell, the code itself was on the flyer. I don't think it's just coincidence. That's not the kind of guy Giacomo was. He was very cautious. But let's go to the taco stand. Back to Riverside's up. Riverside. Would rather this code have not ended up in your hands in the first place, but I appreciate the cooperation all the same. Good. Back to Riverside.
Off we go.
Well, if it isn't Van.
Hi, Bamotti. Guess I did it slide for you, Missy, but only cause you're such a cutie pie I couldn't be mad.
I'll take your order. Come back and play soon.
Alright, then to the taco stand.
Oh, good stuff right here. The very best.
So this is the taco stand from the flyer, right? Yeah, let's see if it's got a clue for this code. Wow, they look all real tasty. I can't decide what to buy. Ha, but hey there, girlie. Menu's right here. Feel free to pick whatever catches your eye. Whatever, might as well make an order while we're here. Wait, no freaking way. Oh, you're right. So that's what it means. Huh? Did you figure something out? I think the menu itself might be our key. We'll find the answer if we use a portion after the number? On the menu? I don't get it. Why not give it a try? Good chance as any. It's really straightforward to figure out the trick. I see. Okay then. I don't like that I'm the only one who hasn't figured it out anyway. I'll give it a shot. The menu is the key to decipher the code. Then what came after number was R4, G6, B7, F7, Z1, P8, S10. There's 9 items on the menu. Red hot chili tacos, green onion taco, and the veggie salad taco. Beef and garlic taco, cheese taco, and the fiery fish taco. Zesty lemon taco, pulled pork taco, the shrimp and bean taco. What's the solution? Okay. I need some pen and paper. Okay, R4. So probably red hot chili taco begins with R, right? So let's take the 4th letter there. This is an H. G6 is green onion. O? B7. F7 is fiery. Alright. Z1 is this. Horizon, okay. Horizon. I got it. It's Horizon. You start at the first letter and go down each item a number of letters equal to the number and take that letter. You got it. Good job nailing it on the first try. Well done, Fairy. That was easy. But Horizon, huh? Next step is figuring out what it means. The obvious answer would be the Horizon, but that may be taking things too literal. You can always just ask. Hey, mind if I ask a question? What's the first thing that comes to mind if I say the word Horizon? Horizon, huh? Oh, I know. Really? What is it? No big deal, really. But first thing to pop into my head was an apartment building across the river. It's called Horizonheim. The landlord stops by every now and then for some tacos. Hard to forget when you're always complaining about all the vacancies in the building. Got it. Thanks for the hint. Jacko might have heard the landlord complaining about all the vacancies. If he did, it would make sense if he'd take advantage of the empty space to hide stuff. Good idea. Wait, there's still some other stops that Jacko could have used as hiding spots we haven't checked. It might be more efficient to check those spots first. Yeah, let's go see this underground place in Station Street you mentioned.
Take as long as you need. I'll be waiting for you.
Okay, Station Street and... underground depths, I think.
Go, go, go!
Here we are. This was one of Giacomo's old bases. Sure enough, it looks as though the police have already seized everything he left behind. You never know, it's still possible they overlooked something. My thoughts exactly. Let's give this place a good comp over and see if we can find clues to wherever his blackmail notebook is. There's a candelabrum with some candles on it. Nothing appears to be out of the ordinary. I was wondering if we might find some letters written on the candles or something, but doesn't look like this. I guess we just have to look somewhere else. So this was a nothing? A bust? The group examined the markings on the floor with scrutinous eyes, but nothing appears to be out of the ordinary. Must have figured writing something on the floor would be too obvious. Let's try somewhere out of sight, somewhere people would be likely to overlook. I like that idea. Let's try searching somewhere else then. Is it just me or does this brick look different? Yeah, it looks like it was made with a different kind of clay. Let's try poking around it just in case. Van gave a brick and all was surrounding it a light knock. That one that looks different sounds different too. It was a lot lighter. I've heard stories where bricks are used as switches. I wonder if that could be the case here. Only one way to find out. I don't think we can outright remove it, but we can at least shift it around a bit. After moving the brick, they discovered that letters were written upon its surface. Oh look, something's written on it. It says TE203. Let's put it back how it was before we think on it. I think I got it. The other code was... if we put them together, it says note, like notebook. You're right. It doesn't necessarily mean that this leads to the book we're looking for, but they are connected. That's a good start. And I can't help but think that 203 looks like a room number. Perhaps it could be referring to Reisenheim room 203? Nice job, was thinking the same thing. Let's head back to Riverside and see if we're right.
Off we go.
Well, if it isn't Van.
He isn't here. We're leaving already. Careful, cars. Horizonheim. So this is Horizonheim. After all our clues, I think room 203 is the most suspicious. Should we go inside? Was thinking about that, but I don't buy that the hiding spots for the building itself. It's too easy. Giacomo's a careful type. Wouldn't have wanted people to see him coming in and out of a building. Then it must be outside, but then what's the 203 about? Figure it's gotta be this, right? Oh, the mailbox? Interesting. The drop shot of 203 is covered by transparent tape. Yeah, probably because the room is not rented. However, the code suggests what's inside our little post box. One tore the tape of a room 203 mailbox and took out the contents. Knew it, here it is. So this is the notebook we've been searching for? A worn leather notebook, certainly looks like it. Yeah, this thing's filled with personal info, photos, newspaper clipping, about all kinds of folk. No question this is the blackmail material Jess talked about. Where's Jess' page? Ah, here it is. Beneath a blue sky as you and I sit, listening to my strings, it occurs to me that these everyday moments with you mean everything to me. From ever letting you know the truth of my feelings, I shall abstain. More than just friendship, locked away in my heart they remain. Though they may overpower me, forever shall I be apart from the flowery man that owns my heart. So he's gay. Is it a poem? No, these are lyrics. Oh, there's a comment, taken from the Scarlet Notebook. These lyrics, so they're nice and all, but what about this makes some blackmail material? There's a photo here too. The photo shows Jess entering a business with a man's arm around his shoulder. His expression is guilty and full of shame. At a glance, it looks like he got suckered in by some shop's barker. No, really? All of this looks normal. What about this is blackmail? I'm not sure I'm right, but I may have an idea. Did you notice one? The song is talking about a man. Do you think that means? Yeah, we're thinking about the same thing. Ah, come on, don't whisper to each other. I want to know what you're talking about. We gotta win this by the client first. We don't got any proof anyway. Let's meet up with him and have him look at the content of his notebook. Good. Back to the Tyrol district. The eastern western
Then let's
was
head
it,
over.
right? It took some doing, but we managed to track down Giacomo's little black book. We found the information concerning you on this page here. Could you take a look at it, confirm this is what you want to go on? Yes, this is it. This is the information about me that I was absolutely don't want getting out at any cost. Is it alright if I tear off a page and photo and throw them away? Totally, do whatever you want with them. They're yours now. Just proceeded to tear the notebook page and photograph into fine pieces. I think I'll rest a little easier knowing that stuff isn't out there anymore. Although, no offense, if I'm being completely honest, I wish you guys hadn't ended up finding about my circumstances. As to who those lyrics were about, well, I think I have an idea who it might be. I say this, there are plenty of people like you who live out in the open these days. You shouldn't feel like you have to keep that bottled up. Yeah, I know that. It's not like I would really mind if people in society knew who I was. That's not what I'm worried about. I'm more trying not to ruin what I have with my childhood friends, if that makes sense. So if you guys could still keep all that to yourself, I'd really appreciate it. Of course, it would be bad for business if people thought they couldn't trust us with their personal details like that. Absolutely. We promise we maintain the strictest confidentiality about your case. I don't really understand what you guys are talking about, but don't worry, we'll never tell anybody about you no matter what. Thank you. I'm sorry if it sounded like I don't trust you guys, I just needed that extra reassurance is all. Anyway, you guys can have the notebook back now. I'm not the only one in it, so I really shouldn't be the one to hold on to it. I'll let you guys figure out how to dispose of it, if that's okay. No problem, we're more than happy to handle that. I think that's it for me. Thank you guys so much for doing this. You don't know how relieved I am to have all this behind me. I'll deposit the money in your account soon. See you all later. Alright, now to take care of that notebook once and for all. What a scary thing that notebook is. Are you planning to use it for yourself, Van? No way, considering how Giacomo must have sourced that info, keeping it would be asking for nothing but trouble. I'm turning it over to the cops. It'll be a good way to get them to owe us a favor digging up something as valuable as this. It's always give or take with you, Van, isn't it? From there, the party did exactly as Van suggested, submitting a notebook to the police station as key evidence in the murder case. They asked that it be delivered straight to Inspector Deswani, who would know exactly what to do with it.
All in a day's work.
Love to see it.
Mira deposit confirmed.
That's the last of the 4 SPGs. Can't smell anything out of place now. It would be a good time for a break, then you can take it easy after that. One additional free time point was added to completing all of the 4 SPGs. I get an achievement. Alright, now we have 3 options here.
What's next?
And we have a gift for a fairy.
I'll take good care of it.
Okay, let's go through these quests. Or events, rather. The object of Agnes' search. Van's group decided to take a short break. Everyone split up so they could spend their free time as they pleased. I guess I keep looking. Can't give up here. Hey there, funny seeing you here. You look mighty busy for someone who's supposed to be on break. Van? Thank you for worrying. I was just passing by, don't think too hard about it. Though since I'm already here, I can always be a good boss. Lend you an ear. Thanks, I appreciate it. So, as it happens, I lost an important book of mine somewhere around here. It's been weighing on me, so I've been coming back to look for it when I have some free time. What book did you lose? It's a copy of one of the Sunshine Agnes volumes. You might have heard about them before. It's very popular and still in print, so I could technically replace it if I wanted to. But the one I lost was a first edition print that I got as a gift from my parents 10 years ago. It's been with me for a long time. And I don't want to just give up on it. It's a special book to me. Yeah, I get it. A thing stops being just a thing when it starts becoming special to you. You just can't give up like that. Reminds me of when my favorite car's paint got scratched. Right. Though maybe you're not too far off. It's funny though, I hadn't paid that book much mind until now. I only realized it was really important to me once I lost it, I suppose. So, any idea where it might be? Oh, you were going to help me search? Sure, I know you're keeping it away from work by searching in your free time. But I still don't want to see my assistant down in the dumps at all. I don't work for free though, but I guess I can give you an employee discount. I appreciate it. With that said, I have no clue where it might be. I lost it the other day when I was out for a stroll. I was reading it at the time. I retraced my steps multiple times and asked around at all the stores I stopped at, but there's no sign of it. Well, that leaves a few possibilities at least. But let's make sure I have a clear picture of things. Mind if we retrace your steps one more time? Not at all. It might help just to have another pair of eyes on it. Who knows? Now, where do we start? Van and Agnes retraced the route that she previously took on her day off. Their search for a book led them across the city, including cafes, bookstores, and the subway. Unfortunately, time passed without them so much as finding a clue, let alone the book itself. I guess it's not going to turn up after all. I'm sorry, Van. I feel like I just wasted your time. Don't sweat it, I suggested doing all this in the first place. We already looked in all the obvious spots. Might need to reconsider how we go about it. Do you think someone stole it? I've been trying to keep my mind off that possibility. It might look a little beat up, but we're talking about a rare first edition here. Maybe someone recognized it and just decided to snatch it. Could just be like that stolen wallet we were tracking down before. If that's such case, maybe we should talk to Mr. Jimai about it? I don't think contacting the police about it will help if it's been sold already. Don't go throwing the towel yet. I've got one more idea, so let's have a crack at it. Hey, it's Van. Long time no talk. My assistant and I are tracking something down. You might just be the right person to ask. So who is he calling? I imagine this is it? Thank you, I checked right away. Yes, the stain on the front cover is from where I spilled tea on it. So it's definitely your copy then? It has to be. I'm so relieved to finally have it back. I'd honestly given up on ever finding it. Who are you? Let's just say I run a bookstore on the other side of town. Oh, how unexpected it was to have you call out for me. The answer to your troubles being right in my store's lineup. May this be fate bringing us together? Hell no, just hearing you say that already giving me goosebumps. But thanks anyway, I'll wire you some mirror later for your trouble. Don't worry so much about it, I owed you one, so let's call ourselves even. Well, I'll leave the two of you be. Thank you again. What kind of relationship do the two of them have, I wonder? I'm really sorry for all the trouble helping me turned out to be, Van. Hey, like I said, I didn't do it for free. I'll cash in the favor when you are rich and powerful. Call it an investment in the future of one of my employees. Can't have you too bummed out about it. If you say so. I'll do all I can to deliver on your expectations, then. I'm so glad to finally have my book back. What a coincidence that one of your favorite book protagonists has the same name as you do. Or is that why you like it so much? It's a little embarrassing to admit it, but that's right. The reason why I asked my parents for it in the first place was because of the title. But that's just the start of it. The real reason why I treasure it so much is because I admire Agnes' character so much. Really, isn't she like a magician trying to blend in with society? Yes, but what I admire is her determination. She won't stop at anything to protect what she cares about, even if it's a danger to herself. It's my comfort book. I'd always go back and read it whenever I felt like giving up. Then I'd convince myself I was a magician just like Agnes and push on. Ha, guess we all were children once. Though it might have rubbed off on her. She's very strong-willed herself for someone her age. Huh? Don't get the wrong idea, I don't pretend to be her anymore. Not what I was thinking, but anymore does mean you used to, yeah? Oh. Anyway, we've still got a bit of free time left. I think I got an idea about what you could pay me with. Why not show me what kind of sweets you students buy at the department store nowadays? I wouldn't count that as payment, but let's see. The two of them began a quick tour of the area in the front of the station before our free time came to an end. After that, we returned to work.
I still have a lot to learn, so don't be afraid to point anything out.
Agnes' connection stage went up, allowing you to learn something new about them. Consider it assistant, ADF plus 10.
What's next?
Our direction. Once group decided to take a short break, everyone split up so they could spend their free time as they pleased. I feel kinda small when I'm in this part of Edith. It's so big. But why are we here? You've been living here for a while, but you still don't have everything you need to make yourself comfy, right? I'm a boss, so I figured I should pitch in and help with that. Thank you for being so kind. And yes, help me buy some bare minimum necessities for my room, but you're right, I'm still missing a lot of stuff. I still have some mirror left for my move, so I'd like to buy some more things. Should do that then. Last thing I want is your dad yelling at me for not taking good care of you. You'll be able to buy just about everything you could want in this part of the city. Let's start with the Orbital store first. Got it! I've been here before, but it's always overwhelming how many orbments they have. Right about what you expect, to be honest, since this is one of the biggest orbital stores in the whole country. You wanna look at household orbments first? You can even try haggling the price down a little on the expensive stuff so it's more reasonable. I was actually hoping to look at night vision goggles for combat in the dark and security cameras. We need to make upgrading our office defense capabilities a top priority so we can keep you and Anya safe. No, we don't. Maybe let's just start easy and look at the Cypher maintenance kits. That's a lot of stuff you got there. I guess. I was planning on making some field rations for everyone. Mine are quite popular back home, so I thought they might be useful. I mean, I'm not really planning to take on any jobs that'll have us living out in the jungle for weeks. But I'd be lying if I said I wasn't curious about them. What ingredients do you use? A little bit of everything. Assorted grains, dried fruit, chocolate, as well as a few other things you'll enjoy more if you don't know what they are. That's not reassuring to me in the way you think it does. I'll let you try some of the rations when we're done. You can give me your feedback then. I'm not putting anything in my mouth until I know what's in it. This is a gun shop? I've heard good things about the woman that runs it. Yeah, probably gonna be your favorite spot considering your rifle blade. I wonder if a gunsmith here could take a look at it. Thanks for waiting. These were stuff of rifle blade maintenance tools and 2 cases of ammo you asked for. Thank you. Yep, knew you'd go more for combat stuff today. Of course, it should always be top priority to be stocked up on combat supplies. I do have something else I want to ask about. Do you repair rifles here? Oh. Of course. Why don't you let me have a look at it if you got it with you? It's this one here. I had a feeling that's what this was about. It's Ida's rifle. The Eisenshield ended up entrusting it to me after what happened. But it's damaged and pretty badly. She must have pushed it too hard. I'd really like to have it repaired though. I can tell just by looking at it that its owner really knew what they were doing. It's got some heavy customization. Basically squeezed it dry of all the power it had. Usability be damned. But it also means a bunch of parts here aren't available on the mass market. Yeah, Ida mentioned it was a special model she had since before joining the Eisenshield. I take it that's a nice way of telling us it's too much for you to handle. Unfortunately, you're right on the money. I hate to disappoint, but I'd rather be upfront about it. Please don't apologize. I'm happy that I got an expert opinion. Thank you very much. I'm sure I'll be back again soon. It's a shame she couldn't do anything to fix it. It's okay. I had a feeling this would happen. The Jäger's weapon is their battle partner. It makes sense no one would know it as well as she did. But I keep it in mind anyway. Maybe we can find some other way to fix it. I take it you don't know of any other place you could try? Like a core you're from? Shit. Yeah, I can't go and ask them now that they've disowned me. Besides, Ida was like a big sister to me. I wouldn't like to just pass this duty on to just anyone. Makes sense. But Fairy's not the only little sister she left behind. She had someone else back in her old home, Zephyr too. Well, thanks for coming around with me today. I'll do my best to pull my weight around now that I'm working for you. Now I wonder, the Bracer Guild said they are looking to call in reinforcements. Maybe they bring Fee in. Just don't work yourself too hard, kiddo. With their shopping and their break time over, the two of them returned to work.
I'm going to need your help if I'm going to become a real warrior one day.
Fairy's connection stage up. Nimble Warrior, speed +5.
What's next?
And the third thing with Yumi. Paulette's going out shopping. Van's group decided to take a short break. Everyone split up so they could spend their free time as they pleased. Thanks for helping out, Van. You don't know how much I appreciate it. Hey, no problem. That's what neighbors are for. I know you've got a lot to buy and could use a helping hand. I'm always happy to help. Can I go with you guys? I want to come too. Alright, but you have to help us if you're going to come, okay? And don't go wandering off. Okay, yay, shopping! We're gonna go shopping! We got a few places to visit today. First, I gave you a bit of a loyal customer discount, Paulette. Thanks for always shopping here. Then I trust you're not going to make her carry it all back to the restaurant, right? Be a gentleman. I am. That's what I'm here for. Oh, you didn't have to do that, Brenda. You already gave Yumi that candy the last time we came here. It was so yummy, thank you so much. You're so polite for your age, Yumi. I'm impressed. And don't you worry about it, Paulette. This is just my way of showing you thanks for making this neighborhood a better place to live in. I mean, just think about how long you've been coming here. Since before you left home, really. Though I guess you've been working at Montmartre for a while now. Hope you haven't gotten bored. I don't think I could. I grew up with just Dad around, so it's always been home for me. Him and his cooking. Wouldn't give that up for anything. A pleasure doing business with you as always. I'll throw in some seasonal fruits from our on the house. Hope you enjoy them. Oh, these look really tasty. I appreciate the offer, but I couldn't possibly take these off without paying for them. Of course you can. Think of it as a loyalty bonus. I'd also like to spoil my favorite little Yumi. Yay, I'm a favorite. Ow, pipe down, you're killing my eardrums here. Children are just so full of energy, aren't they? Remember when you returned with her in your arms all those years ago? I was quite worried back then. Huh? Huh. But I see now there was no cause for concern. You've got a good head on your shoulder and you're strong of spirit as well. I imagine I got the former from my mom and the latter from my dad. They continued their shopping spree for a while longer before making their way back to Old Town. Grandpa, I'm back! Hey, there's my little Yumi. Aren't you going to ask about her and me, I mean? You must realize by now we're not the most ordinary family, right? I can't imagine you of all people wouldn't have noticed. Hey, what kind of guy do you take me for? I'm not that insensitive. I know better than to go sniffing around a woman's private business. I didn't mean it like that. We've just known each other for a long time now. I feel a little bad keeping things from you. Don't be. There's nothing to feel sorry about. If you want, you can just think of it as me repaying the favor. You guys didn't grill me for details when I first went on the floor above yours. It was no questions asked and I really appreciated that. I'm not gonna go digging into someone's personal affairs if they don't offer the info up first. Call it a personal policy. Right, I've always known you to be a rather discreet and considerate man. Thank you so much, Van. I'm just doing what any decent guy should. But if it makes a pretty woman like you happy, I ain't gonna complain. I was talking about our errand running just now. Were you? Well, I take your word for it. Mommy, Van, what are you doing? Come on! We're coming, sweetie! If you still have time before you have to return to work, then let me brew you some coffee. On the house? Never gonna say no to that. After a brief coffee break, Van reunited with the others and resumed work.
That was fun. Let's play again, Van.
Yumi's connection stage went up, allowing you to learn something new about them. Office Mood Maker, Van's maximum HP plus 100. Alright. But I end the episode here. Next time we go to, what was it? The Satan District. And carry on with the day. Until next time then, I'm Mace and don't get lost.